Okay then, guys and girls. Howdy, partners. Here we are. Let's hope this works, because I do get problems now and again, you know. Right, let's see. Where were we? We were just here. Now, I've had a little run around just to check it was coming out. Yeah, because it's reset because I died, that goes back up to what it is. Right, we're back in the sort of warp area now. Right, now, at the end of the last one, as you know, we collected the last of the four what were they called? I'll soon find out. Hang on. If we go to our special bit here, spirit orbs. That's it. We got a fourth spirit orb from the shrine. Uh, that's where all our special items are kept in there. And the old man come down and said, "Meet me at the. If you take the 4 points of the shrines and draw a line through two of them at a time, you should get a cross on the map. So let's look at that. So if we take, say, this one and we draw a line down to that one, and then we take this line here and draw a line across to that, where they intersect, which is gonna be around about, looks like the Temple of Time is where we have to go. All right, so let's hope this works. I will do a manual save in case all this goes wrong. All right, it does lots of auto saves. This is why it's so good on the auto save. It does about 6 or so. Right, now there is, first of all, let me just show you this before we go any further, because obviously I didn't look through this whole area. So we're going to eat a little bit more here of the frozen. Okay, just before we start. So we've got to go to the Temple of Time. But let me show you. Yeah, I do forget the buttons. As you know, as this water is absolutely freezing cold, so you will die within a couple of seconds. But if we go over here, I'll show you what is up this end. Because there are lots of things hidden in this game, and there are going to be things hidden in the water. There's going to be things hidden underground, all over the place. So this thing cries out for, oh yeah. Now these things now are ice ones, okay? Ice choo-choos, or white choo-choos, okay? Again from the ice choo-choo. It's cool to touch, and squeezing it seems to relieve stress. If stuck, it will explode in a cold mist. If you get caught in that cold mist, you will be frozen for a short time. So they will be able to hit you and you can't do anything about it. But it's not for long, just a few seconds. All right. So, like that. And we can't do nothing but try and get out of it. But, yeah, so they will do damage to you while you're like that. Okay, now if we had that torch, we could have, say, lit this one. So we could have actually done it from the proper end. So the idea is to keep away from these guys and don't let them get too close. I should have backed off there. Now I had when we did our premiere of the first episode, yeah, we had Ghost and William, and I can't remember the other one, but somebody else came in as well. Let me very quickly say who they were. They were Team Phoenix, Ghost 57, Harry, Omar Live, and Achu, I think, came in. But let me show you some stuff at this end. Now, I'll try not to drag this out, but I'll show you what the leaf is for. Because if you actually come in from this end, which is kind of the end you should be coming in, I was trying to do it that way that I did because it seemed like the bridge was the shortest route. But I think most players actually come in from this area here. And which is probably the best place to approach. Okay, so yeah, obviously we've got very little stamina. Don't worry, stamina will be less and less of a problem as we go through the game. Right, so now we get to this warm bit. Okay, but the reason why it's a good idea to come in through this end, go for the temper time, blah blah blah, whatever you're doing, come back here, and then you get some of these here. Okay, and I'm not sure, but there's also a fire here. So the idea is you could take these guys out, cook your stuff, freezing stuff on the fire there, and pick up these things, go down, cook the stuff, so you can enter this area. All right, so You could have come in this end as well. By the way, if you do this in the very hard mode, which is master mode, as part of the DLC, this is way, way tougher. Now, the difficult bit here is obviously getting across there. But there is it does leave a couple of things here. So it leaves some wood, and it does give you a Korok seed. The reason it gives you a Korok seed is because you can go on that little boat there. Now, I think what I would have to do is go all the way down there, get those metal things, put them on here, and then if you go on the boat and then equip the actual leaf, you will actually be able to sort of swipe that, and the gust of wind that it produces will thrust that boat forward, and so you could have crossed it using that boat. All right. Oh yeah, and there's some more spicy peppers. So this is why this end is probably a better idea. Okay. Right, let's make our way to the Temple of Time, and yeah, I hope this comes out all right. I do sometimes get where there's a lot of lag and it's just sort of very, very jerky, so I've got to hope this comes out, otherwise I'm redoing it, and then that'll hurt my neck and make it worse. Which reminds me, I haven't got the neck brace on. Now, Ray, you should not be doing that. Put it on instantly. A bit awkward now I've got the headphones on. But we shall listen to our master and we'll put it on. I'm trying to have the mic a little bit further away this time. I think it was a bit too close. And then we'll whip back in here. So we've got to go back into the Temple of Time. Oh, there's something here. Another ancient screw. I do believe it's off on the TV. Yeah, I've got to make sure it's off, otherwise we'll get an echo. So right, we've got to go back into the Temple of Time. And... oh yeah, and we have these again as usual. So yeah, you can keep on coming back to these places and keep on smashing these things, and you most likely get what you got the first time. So they will reform. The only things it won't are the chests, because you've already opened them, but don't look like we're getting anything this time. Okay. But you'll notice we have a shining light. Why? Now the man did say he was going to meet me here and reveal everything that he was going to reveal. But something has changed here, so let's go up to here. And hello, hello, hello. You have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me what it is that you desire. So now, every 4 of these spirit orbs, you can come back to a place of worship like this, and you can choose an extra heart or an extra chunk on your stamina wheel. Now, stamina does seem to be a problem. Now, I think I did heart when I first did it, but I'm going to go stamina. Okay, you sure it says? So it gives you a chance to change your mind. I shall grant the power you seek. And we have a very, very large stamina vessel. The size of your stamina wheel has been increased, allowing you to perform more actions before becoming tired. I'm just going to turn the headphone volume down because it's rather loud in my ear hole. And there we are. We've got like, I don't know, a bit less than a quarter. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Okay, so we've now got one of those. So that is why we had to do the 4 tests. And somebody's calling us. Is that the old man? Aha, the blessing of the goddess had made you much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here quickly. That's the old man then. And he's got a kind of little blue light around him. Right, okay, so it's quite a long climb. There are, you can obviously do it, climb up the building, whatever. You can do all that. You can try and climb your way up. It's a bit of a way. Oh, there's a thing here. Another ancient screw. It's a little bit of a way, but there is an easier way. So I must admit, I didn't see this ladder and I tried climbing up. Now, if ever you're climbing up one of these structures, and there are little ledges, like a little indentation or like a little ledge. You can actually stop on that little ledge and recharge your stamina. Going upstairs does not use stamina. If you jump, it will. You can jump up the ladder to get up there quicker, and when you stop, it will still start refilling up. So don't think it uses stamina when you're climbing a ladder. It does not. Only if you jump. Okay, so here we are. This is where we find out the truth. And we get the first acting.
Well
Voice
done
act.
there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
So he's not a creepy old man. He's the last king. He's a kind of spirit, by the look of it.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me.
Accepted.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Okay, so the first part of the story.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Holy cow.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
There we go. So that's the bright light. Heavy stuff. Yeah, cool story.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link.
Really?
You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village.
Mm-hmm.
Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Wow, it's a lot to take in. And then we're back to the text. Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised. And yeah, we always get that music. Apparently it was in the original, all the other games apparently. The item you have received from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Press X while you're in the sky to use it. Right, we've done the isolated plateau. We've completed the training area. With that, you should now be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I know. Link, you must save Hyrule. There we go. And that's the last we see of the old man. Who was in fact a ghostly figure. And is the father of Zelda. And the last king of Hyrule. Let's open this chest. So there you go. That sets the scene for what this is all about. My inventory's full. Well, it's always full. But we will be sorting that problem out at some point. That is about to break. So if it flashes, it means it's about to break. If you throw that, by the way, it does critical damage, does 2 times power. So it's worth throwing them. Soldier's bow. So these bows are getting slightly better now. Okay, so now we have a glider. Okay, and it's approaching night time now. So we don't have to climb back down. We can glide down by just pressing X. And we can glide all our way down. And by the way, those machines down there, the ones that we caught over here somewhere, they can fire even when you're up into the air. So don't think you're safe in the air. they can still target you and knock you out in one hit. There's a strange light in the distance. A glowing light. Now, what I'm going to do is, you might think, well, hang on a minute there, Ray. You've completed the area, you might as well go outside. But actually, we have not discovered all the map yet. There's still tons to go. We kind of explored around here because we went to the Abbey, went to that one there, went across here. We've kind of done this bit here. We've been around the Temple of Time. We've had a little run through here, okay? But this area we haven't explored at all. And I do believe there is a boss there. So let's have a look at this area before we escape. Now, as I say, we can do this at any time. There's any kind of slope. We can do that now. There's a creature there. And there's also something there which is going to ruin it. I was going to sneak up on him. Don't forget, get the heads or they will reform. Keep picking up these things. Take my word for it, we won't have use of these for quite some time. Well, we can use them actually. I tell a lie. We can use it. Don't think we can take that now. We can use it, but it's a good idea to save some as well. Don't use all of them. Right, I'm gonna pick a bow here, and a headshot should kill this thing. Right, okay. All right, now that guy was saying at the little hut there that he needed this spicy dish or some sort. Okay, so we need to find the ingredients. It seemed to be some kind of meat, some of the spice. So I'm going to gather sort of fish and maybe that meat, and then we're going to try and make a recipe. And if we can actually find the recipe, we will actually get a warm doublet from him. The warm doublet that he's on about. There looks like a couple of bats here, although they're not bats. There's something else. These are. The trouble is, it's brought the attention of that guy. Now, spear's very fast weapon, and also has a very good reach. So they're a very good thing to get. These are key swings. So all these things are useful. Don't think they are not. They are. Because they can all be used in these little concoctions. Because not only can you do meals, but you can do like a glass full of a special concoction, which can do stamina, attack power, all this kind of stuff. And this guy's asleep, so we can get a sneak attack. Oh no, I missed it. The trouble is, Y is on my left, and I pressed X, thinking I'm on an Xbox. So it kind of caught me out there. Right. See, because I had to do a little test run first, a little bit of the time passed by, so I sort of reset it to midday. I don't really know when it was. This water should be fine, by the way. But don't forget, we'll always look for something unusual. It could be just a rock placed in the middle of nowhere. All right? Because the Korok seeds are very important. You might think they're just little collectibles, but they're not. They do actually have a very, very useful function. There's something under here, apparently. See, I suppose this could be a case in point, couldn't it? I wonder if this is something unusual. Have I got anything sort of flamey? I haven't, but I have got arrows. Some arrows, right? So let me do that. Let me go to the where are we? Arrows to the left. Let me do this, like that. Let's see if that does anything. And then we'll swap that back to the normal arrows. I want to try and save them. Aha, there's a rock under here. Oh, there's an arrow come back there. And let's pick this up. There you go, another one of these little guys. So as I say, anything that looks a bit out of place, and anything unusual, pick them up. And there are lots and lots of different kinds of these. So they won't just be rocks, they won't just be little circles in a pool, there'll be all kinds of stuff. Yaha, you found me. I won't do the city voice because obviously it makes my voice go a bit weird. But yeah, if you gather a bunch of them, you never know what might happen. Bye. Okay, so sometimes just picking up a rock will reveal, as I say, there are 900 of these, and you'll find out why there is so many later on. Let me see, where are we headed? Let's kind of head through this forest a bit. Uh, there's always things twinkling, so it's always worth picking up this stuff. There's a torch, there's that. Now there's a fire there, but it's obviously not lit, so we can't light it. We got nothing to light it, unfortunately. If we had like a sword, you know, like a flaming sword, then we could light it. So again, I'm just going to look for some anything unusual, and it could be it could be literally anything. All right, there are lots of things to find. What is this? So there's a kind of a hole in a tree there, an acorn. I do believe there's something around here which is I know there are a few Korok seeds in this area. Oh yeah, of course he's going to run off. But yeah, I don't know if I can get a headshot. Nope. But we'll pick up the arrow. There we go. Now I do know there is a boss in here. Be fun. I mean, we're a bit low level to face a boss, but you know, it's possible. He's coming back. No, he ain't. They do tend to sort of just disappear after a while. You know, it's all kind of, you know, so if you don't get them when you get a chat, they tend to just, you know, go into the undergrowth, bam, yeah, gone. Alright, here comes one. Oh man, this is tough even with... Yeah, so you got, if you get, I think you got to do it a couple of times, or you've got a headshot. See, we just scraped him there. That was a little bit off, wasn't it? And this is slightly different meat, I do believe. I'm not quite sure. I know there's different strengths of meat. Some that give you a lot more stuff. Ah, right. Here is our first boss. Yeah, this is a tough guy, this guy. Unless you know its weakness. No, Link, you don't hit him with a torch. That would be kind of stupid, wouldn't it? Okay, now we can lock on and we can leap either side. Or, of course, we can die. So, yeah. But, I know what you're saying. Why did you do that? So now it'd probably take me just before I met him. Yeah, I did die the first time as well. But yeah, that was purely just to show that this guy is not to be trifled with. Well, yeah, you come along here picking your little mushrooms and that guy. But there is a secret to this thing. It has a weakness. Yeah, we can actually do this. We can actually do a... Where are we? I don't know if we can do it yet. Yes, we can do a backflip. As I think William was pointing out. We take some food quick. I tend to get you know, a lot of apples and things. I tend to eat the apples more than anything. We got no apples. Well, that only does a core. But yeah, there's no point eating these. I saved those for the concoctions. But yeah, this guy has a weakness. The weakness is that little rock there. You can hit that, that is. It's hard to hit. But if we hit that, he will go down for a minute. We can jump on him. And then we hit hell out of this. That's how we do our damage. But he throws you back off. So you got to back off and you got to do it again. Just keep doing this. And you just need to sort out what their weak points are on all these creatures. And they are much, much easier. Right, hang on. Let's get something a bit beefier. Like, I don't know, say... Ooh, I kind of don't want to use all my weapons straight away, but let's say I do that one. And we'll slowly nibble away at this guy and then run the hell out of there. Because he will throw his rocks at us. You can kind of outrun it. And then you got to try and get it again. But I say, when he goes down in a very short window before, you can climb back up again. But that's the secret. We keep on doing this, we can defeat this guy until he throws us back off. But obviously, a better weapon probably would go down better, so let's maybe do that one. So really, it's just working out what these guys' weaknesses are. So this is like the easy boss. So this is a nice gentle start. Now we're doing more damage. We can actually spin our sword as well. He's causing us a bit of trouble. You notice bits of elements are falling off him, like amber there, are falling off of this guy. There he goes again. So yeah, if I press and hold it, we can get multiple blows in. But obviously it uses all our stamina, and if we run out of stamina, we will fall off. So we nearly got him. He's thrown us off again. So yeah, it's quite simple once you know it. Obviously I didn't know this when I first started, and I was getting absolutely not, you know, I just gave up on it in the end. But it is hard to hit that because he keeps bending down to pick up rocks and things. Ow. So just when you've sort of aimed. Yes, yes. Alright, I'll give up. Well, I could keep on doing this, but let's move on. Let's move on maybe, okay? But just to show you that there is a boss there, which looks extremely difficult. But if you go for that weak point and just persevere with a strong weapon, you will actually get the guy. But now, let's... See, I could keep doing that, but obviously, you know. And there are, yeah, all kinds of creatures like that. But so there's another death. Oh, there's a little place here. Is he still after us, for goodness sake? There's a little camp here. Let's try and get these. Now, here's an example of a place you could possibly get up. Right, so just supposing, you know, this was a very long climb, all right? Because there's a little ledge we might be able to. No, we can't. All right. That wouldn't quite, but there is sometimes, if there's a bit more than that ledge sticking out, a little bit, you know, about twice as wide as that, you can't actually stop on it and refill your health. Right, there's a camp down there. But of course we can fly. And we can kind of catch this guy by surprise. With our massive sword. Now I'm going to switch to a different weapon because I don't want to waste my better weapons against the sort of weak ones. Oh, I see. Like that, is it? Oh, we can't use the shield, by the way, when you've got a two-handed weapon. So you cannot block. And again, now he's going to be firing at me, of course. Get him in the head. We got him, but it broke. It was on its last legs. And again, we've killed all the creatures, so now we're beefing up a little bit. We can start taking down more guys, got to get a bit more confident. And obviously I've played it before, so that helps as well. Not saying I'm perfect, because I'm never perfect, because I will forget. And opal is, you know, it's more value than the amber, so I tend to just keep selling them. So I think that's all we'll do for a minute. Why don't we go into the big wide world outside? Now that we can progress that far. We can now go out into the more dangerous area. How many arrows have I got? Yeah, when you've got a weapon in your hand, you can do your shield or your weapon. But when you're holding the bow, then it comes up with the bow options. Okay, so and then you've got these options. So it depends which one you pick. And of course, we'll use the bomb arrow at some point. Right, so now we are safe to go outside. Exciting, eh? Exciting stuff. But yeah, you can explore this whole area, and there will be things hidden and whatever. You know, what is that up there? Oh, that's this right. Okay. But yeah, so we can go and search more of this area. But now where we got to head, we got to kind of head over that way. So let's kind of go that way. So you can use this anytime you're off the ground, really. So it's a great idea to use this all the time. You know, just get a little bit of height. And say you want to get over there. Your only limiting thing is your stamina. Alright, but it's always, you know, a good idea. And now we've got extra stamina, we run a bit further, and we can swim further as well, because this will be helpful on all of it. Climbing, swimming, running, all of it will be. So these are, I do believe, yeah, Hyrule herb. This healthy herb grows abundantly in the plains of Hyrule. Cook it before eating to increase the number of hearts it restores. So this is another ingredient. And if you put the, some certain ingredients in the same pot, so if you, in other words, if you do certain combinations, you will get an extra buff on your meal. So not only will it be, say one was giving you, say, 4 hearts. Well, if you added another certain ingredient, that would give it an extra kick, and you may get 5 hearts. So you can do a special meal and play a little tune to say, oh look, you've hit one of these special recipes, and you get an extra little bit from it. It looks like I've got to head over that way there, over towards that dot, which is kind of, yes, I think it says through the dueling peaks. So let's go out into the big wide world, because now we can go forth and venture on. And yeah, obviously stamina runs out, we will fall. So make sure you, and here is our first big guy. So once we get out here, things get tougher. The sort of brown guys, or maybe green guys now. There'll still be brown guys, but there will be green ones now. So now we got this guy here. A much bigger guy, much more dangerous guy. We can get a sneak attack on him if he doesn't see us, so we can whip up behind him and do a sneak attack. And depending on the weapon, you could kill him in that one blow, or you may not. It depends. Let's kind of get this side, shall we? Oh, I didn't get him. But yeah, every time you use a weapon, and I think I might have to use this one. Right, now if we lock on, we can do a special, we can either block, or if we get a perfect dash out of the way like this, you can get a special move. I'll try and do it, but no, I can't. I just usually keep jumping until I get it. Okay, we won't bother with that. We just try to go for him, and we will knock him back now and again. But you got to watch it. One swipe here could kill us, so be very careful. And we don't want that thing messing us up as well. But this is a two-handed weapon, so no block. So we've got to be careful here. We can do that black flip. We can do like a side jump, or we can do a back flip. But yeah, he's a bit slow, but he can do more than one blow sometimes like that. Yeah, if we just keep... And now we've got a Boko Bat. A big bat. So we've got him, but we just got to be much more careful with him. A Moblin horn, a splendid horn, once grew atop the head of a moblin. It can't be used in normal food recipes, but it does have some use as an ingredient in making elixirs. So again, this is another thing for making elixirs. All right, and we will do that at some point. We just need to know recipes, really. But you can just randomly throw stuff in, and you know, you may well find a recipe. Now, obviously, when I played this game, I just looked in every direction. All these little things that come out of the ground, like insects, they all have a use, so you can use them. They're all useful in making meals and things, with all different effects. Yeah, choo-choo. I must admit, I don't use the choo-choo jellies, but they are extremely useful. So I should really use it. Now I'm going to put this weapon away because I'm trying to save my weapons for obviously tougher guys. We kind of got to go this way. It's kind of hindering you. I mean, you don't have to go this way. I mean, you can go like over there if you want. You could even head to the castle if you want to go straight to the castle, where supposedly the princess is there holding off the enemy. I'm going to go through here because this is an interesting area, and I do believe there might be a chest here. Yeah, you can't hit this thing. You know, you probably end up breaking your weapon. Let me use, say, this one. Nope. Hylian shroom. Really, I should have used the bombs. Yeah, I should have used the bomb. I must admit, I don't use those bombs enough. I tend to just use my weapons. It's kind of a natural instinct. Is that thing alive? Doesn't seem to be. To just use your weapon, but of course you don't have to do that. You can use something else. A rusty shield. That might be better than what we have. But we're kind of heading towards where we're supposed to be heading. Oh, again, I've done it. Oh, it was a lizard. Oh, we got a lizard. A lizard found throughout Hyrule. It's a bit slow to react at times, but it's given a chance to escape. It will dart off quickly. Cook it in with monster parts for a speed boosting elixir. So these monster parts that we're picking up, these horns and things or whatever, if you cook those with those are the ones that are creatures like insects, lizards, all that kind of stuff. That's how we make our elixir. So we'll make an elixir next time we see a fire. Right, now instead of using our weapon now and wasting stuff, let us go to the bombs. Probably the round one so it'll roll. So let's throw that. And that will save us all the effort of... you've got to wait for it to recharge. Alright, and that'll save us messing all our weapons up. A wooden bow. Good. And it threw a load of other stuff somewhere. Yeah, this may give us something, it may not, depends. Acorn, but yeah, all this stuff is useful, so don't throw it away. Unless of course your inventory's full, but it's usually your weapons and your other stuff that run out first. Now would that be better than what I got, come to think of it? It's probably better than that, isn't it? So actually that might be a good idea, drop it. You can very quickly go that. So let's drop, say, I'll tell you what, we'll drop that and get the rusty claymore. It looks like it might be a bit better. Oh yeah, it is actually better than the other one. But but this is a slow weapon, of course. So if we switch to that one, you see it's pretty slow. So you know, you compare that to that. So yeah, it depends what you want really. Big blows or whether you want lots of little ones. Yeah, that's where the stuff came out of the thing, out of the boxes, flew up onto there. Yeah, the camera will zoom in and kind of make him disappear, so it doesn't get in the way, which is kind of nice. Right, again, we've got a load of containers, and again, it's worth doing this. Oh. Obviously, it flew in all directions. So, I think it went there. Is it there? Oh, there was an apple in it. I think that was it. Right, let's get cracking on. I'm going to try and move the story on. I'm just going to check over here. I would advise you to always check every area. And also, that one, you see that big pole there? I don't know if we can climb up it, but we could take a, we could increase our chances. We probably won't, but, and if we start falling, we can always use the thing. But if I use this, I might be able to get a little bit of a higher. That didn't really help, did it? Right, hang on, let me refill it first. Because if we can get to the top of this, we may get a Korok seed. Because this is, you know, you might think, you know, flag sticking up in the air might not be interesting, but these are the kinds of things where you might get a Korok seed. And they are really valuable. It's why there's so many of them in the game. Oh, right, this is where I said, do you remember I said about taking things from other games and improving it? Well, if it rains, things get slippery and you're going to fall off. So that's a way in which they've improved over other games. They do their own. Actually, that would probably be a better weapon as well. And improved on it because, you know, obviously it was slippery. You can't use it. Makes a lot of sense. I do like games that use common sense. Why I like Skyrim, because it uses common sense. And those creatures that we killed right at the very start of the game, they are still dead. You can still go back there and nobody will attack you. Alright? So they do not respawn until a certain time. And these are the ruins, obviously, of what was in Hyrule before. Right, let's go back on track. Sometimes these have something. If you come up to this, sometimes there's something on these carts. Yeah, there you go. See, told you. Yeah, I won't keep blowing up everything, but let's do a few. Just stop. Well, that was kind of a bit out, but still. Right, let's get cracking. And yeah, Will, I know this game inside out. Not saying I'm amazing at it or anything, because, you know, who is? Well, I'm not, put it that way. Oh, and there's a chest up there. So this is why you got to look around the whole map. There's always going to be chests. There's always going to be Korok seeds. There's always going to be interesting stuff. There's puzzles. Did you know I opened that and did not even notice what it was? It's a traveler bow. Obviously better than the bow we have in the moment. Right. Because we've got a load of wooden ones. So, well, that one's about to break, so I may as well drop that. So I'll probably do these in about 2-hour chunks because, you know, there's obviously a lot to get through. There's many hours in this. I'm going to try and go through the main story because really we only need the essential things. You know, as long as we learn the essential things of this game, we are powerful enough to maybe progress on to the end. But obviously, the more you explore, the more things you pick up, and the better stuff you pick up, that increases your chances. So it's probably advisable to do more of the side missions and things. Let me just see if there's anything else I could drop. Yeah, these are probably not great, so let me remove that. Now we're getting better weapons, because this is a more dangerous area, so anything is good. That does, well, it has attack value of 5, so let me, have I got a spear? Well, I haven't got a spear. Okay, we'll leave that. I could leave the torch, but the torch is always handy. Right, let's sort of speed things up a little bit now. Oh, yeah, you will get things like that. Oh, by the way, we can shoot the birds as well. And we get 2 pieces of meat. Raw bird drumstick. Remember we had a cooked one? Well, now we've got a raw one. So we can cook that. And there are a couple of moblins. So as I say, things start to go up a gear now. A warm darner. This dragonfly has a special organ that causes it to sweat profusely. Cook it with your monster parts for an elixir that will raise your core temperature so you can resist the cold. There's lots of different things that can raise your temperature. Right, there's a moblin there. Better switch to a weapon. It's another darner, and there's all different kinds of these little birds, you know, these little insects and things, which all have different effects. And you can't hide in bushes, I do believe. I mean, I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure you can't hide in bushes. That does not give you, you know, a way of sneaking. Right, East Post Ruins this is. And this will all be marked on the map as it unlocks the new bits. It will put it down on your map. So if we look at our map, although this bit has not been opened out yet. So we've got to find the tower in this region. And they all kind of make a weird kind of noise. See if we can get a sneak attack on him. I've got to press Y, you see. I mean, I think it's Y, and I was pressing what I thought was a Y, and it wasn't. Oh, Bighorn. Kind of low and slumbering, so you can kind of, you know, use your speed against his slow. And don't forget, you can hear your weapons, mine. So if you've got metal weapons, they were more likely to rattle. Oh, too late. Oh, it's not making a lot of effect on this guy. Let us use his weapon against him, because we have one of these. Let's equip that. Trouble is, I can't use a... Oh yeah, I can use a spear. Oh, you would get one of those as well. Ow. Ow. Well, I was thinking about blocking it, but I was halfway through my swing, so... Hang on, let me eat some food. Whatever you do, don't panic. I usually eat the apples. Oh yeah, by the way, I do go on to the second page. Oh, there's the apples. I tend to keep apples just for topping it up when I'm on low level like that. So I don't want to like waste it. So yeah, because this weapon is obviously bigger and beefier, we're going to obviously hit this guy backward. If I could hit him, that is. Right, so this is why we need the better weapons. Yes? And we can do a big blow like that. We can do a jump and a blow. Oh, my bat broke. Mind you, I've got a replacement bat. Although we just picked up something. It looks like that's about to break. I know, I could throw it, but can't bother. Yeah, and you notice there I did not throw a bomb once. Kind of dumb, but yeah, that will help and blow him backwards. Oh, well, we have a shrine here. Uh-oh. Oh, right, we have a guy in green there. So here we go. Watch out for this guy. Whoop. But yeah, we can get like a perfect dodge. Oh, that wasn't it. Yeah, yeah, I know, I suck. But yeah, I always pick up apples for these little nibbly bits. We haven't got a weapon applied. Let me see. I want to kind of keep. Now we haven't got a shield. Ow! But yeah, you can't obviously get up while you're rolling around on the ground. But yeah, guys with a long thing like that, obviously he's got a greater reach than I have. So, you know, he has got an advantage over me. So, hang on, run. Let's run for a minute. I'm trying to get the guy who's swinging that thing. Oh, you, swinger. Oh yeah, if we get out of range, they will go back to their little area. Because, you know, they don't like going out of their little area. Because it's their little area. Yeah, you notice things are getting a bit tougher. They've gone up a level. Some guys dropped a farming hoe apparently. Wow, it is a very efficient weapon. Let's have a look at that. 16. Yeah, so yeah, I say you'll pick up all kind. I mean, that guy had a broom for goodness sake. So he still lost this. As I say, if you do the master hard mode on this, they do regenerate their health. So if you wait too long, they will do regenerate. So him in his long thingy, got you. Take that. I got a greater reach, mate. Although, not now. Oh, bokoblin guts, a rare material obtained by defeating a bokoblin. It convulses on its own every now and again, which is really creepy. Perhaps it has a use. Let's have a look at that. Apparently it does. If you leave it on the ground, apparently it does convulse. And goes, beat in and out, a bit like a pumping heart, really. I pick up that. So yeah, it's got a fair kind of attack value, really, considering it's a heap of junk. I'll leave it. I'm going to keep the torch in case it comes in handy. Yeah, there is a shrine here, wasn't there? There's a shrine here. Let's go to a shrine. So you notice we've got metal weapons there. Oh, now what? But yeah, get the head. Could do with one of those those great big things. They are quite good. Buckle back. What about a spear? Spear, Ray. Let's drop one of these and get the superior bow. Should I have that? That is quite useful. No. I might get rid of that. Or I could throw that. I'll get rid of that. Better break anyway. Right, another shrine then. Let's put that away. And is there now? Yeah, it's starting to get tougher now. Well, I hope you enjoy this series. It's a fine game. All right, it starts off a bit weak, but yeah, we get tougher and tougher as we go along. It's all good stuff. And where's X at the top? I've got to try my X at the top, Y on the left, A on the right. Man, these different games. I know what you're saying, Ghost. You're playing too many games. Although you don't speak like that. I just put that in. And you're right, but I'm going to kind of stick with a few now. To you, sets foot in this shrine. I am Boshkala. In the name of the goddess Hyrule, I offer this trial. Which is... The wind guides you, the Boshkala shrine. Right, the wind guides you. We've got a wind one this time. There's a chest over there. Whoops. So, now that we've got a paraglider, we can use the wind to our advantage. So, if we jump, it takes us over there. Because obviously, we cannot climb the walls. Nice bit of amber. Now, we will get better and better stuff as we go through each one. And we'll eventually get weapons or armor as we get... And plus, some of them have a special use. So, watch out for those. Right, so we've got to get across here. It looks like we're using the wind the whole time. Okay, so pretty common sense. We do that, and then we drop. I mean, it's got that there to stop you anyway, but you won't always have something to stop you. But yeah, we keep looking around for chests because as we progress through this game, there will be more than one. Let me put it on magnesis because sometimes there are magnetic ones. Obviously, the ones that are not magnetic, you can't. So it looks like we've got to go that way, but this time there's no thing to stop you at the end, so we've got to time this perfectly here. Oof. There's the chest there. How do we get to there? We've only got this. So there's the end. Well, I could get that chest. I'm trying to think, how do I do that? I'm trying to think how I did this now. I'm pretty sure you got to use this wind thing. So let me... Oh, no. Actually, is it magnetic? No. So somehow we got to get that. How? I will work it out. Or maybe do this, but go to the right instead of the left. That seems like a sensible idea, right? Use that ability now. Oh. No! And we're going to satisfy him. Ah! As he falls down. Sorry, Link! Right, so that didn't work. Okay, so maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should go to here and do it from here. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Or maybe go from here and get a little... I don't know. Oh, no. Don't jump. I accidentally hit the button on my left. What is it with me and button switching? And we're down to 1 heart. Kind of bad idea. Oh, yeah, you'll see me fail, don't worry. I can't help it. You know, I try to do my best. But, you know, I'm kind of gormless in that fashion. Go on, get up there. Get up. I have done it, and I can't remember how I did it. But if you could get all but like half of your body up there, you can do it. So I just got to work it out. How did I do this? I have done it, I know. I mean, maybe the shortest route like this? Maybe run. Yes! There you see. See, you can just about get there if he's like half there. A soldier's claymore. Inventory's full. Yeah, it's going to be a constant problem, this inventory full, isn't it? Yeah, don't worry. We'll be able to fill this box, this whole area right up. Plus, I do believe we have additional one. I forgot what it was now. I think it was a weapon. Yes, it was. Oh, and it's a sword of 20. Now, obviously here, I don't know if we'll get back from here. I think we can. I think we should be able to get on there. Yep. There we go. So it can be done. You just got to use your brains. Which, you know, it was just finding the right place to jump from. But yes, what is this game's all about? Trial and error. Same as most games. I noticed already that Valhalla has not come out yet. It's come out till, I think, the 10th. And already there are how to do Valhalla, how to get the best weapon, how, you know, it's like everybody's telling you how to do stuff already. Resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. And then we can't say, but yeah, okay, we skip that. Another spirit orb, so now we've got 1. So every 4 we get a chance to go to that sort of place of worship. And we can do our 1 more heart or 1 more stamina. Okay, we can skip that. In fact, we'll skip that entirely so that we can come back out. When you attack fire choo-choos, they explode and start a fire. Use this to your advantage to turn up the heat on nearby monsters. There you are, you see. There's a tip. So the fire choo-choos, which we haven't come to yet. Right, okay. Oh yeah, here we go. This is part of the DLC. You got lots of these new items that get unlocked, and there are quite a few of them. And these were special items added on I do believe the 2nd DLC, which is those special treasure boxes, and there are a lot of them. You see what I mean? It keeps going, don't worry. So this is special armor, special horses, special horse, a special masks. There's all kinds, and they all have a special ability as well. See, so these are new armors being added to the game. There's a Xenoblade Chronicles, which I do believe is a Wii U game. So they've added some armor from Xenoblade Chronicles. I wonder if I can get up there. I would like to try and climb up to the top, but you know, if it's raining, we can't do it. Doesn't look as though it's raining. Let's try it again. But yeah, again, this is where you definitely don't want to hit the jump button. You can, if you're very close to running out of stamina, you can do a little jump at the very end, and that should jump you enough to get that last bit. So if you're just short, it's worth doing the jump, because it might just propel you that last few, yard or so. Don't think we're going to do it, Dre. We have to be pretty near the top to do a jump. Ah, look, see, there's a Korok thing. You always get that little thing there. On these, well, on these particular ones, you'll get a little shiny thing as you get part way up. Now we might make it if we do that little jump at the very end. Let me see if I can do it. There you go. Just if we just do a little jump, right, and then if we just do examine another Korok seed. You found me. Yeah, the first one talked a lot. These are pretty short. So this small seed is given to you by a Korok. Yeah, blah blah blah. But collect a bunch, and you know what may happen. And obviously, this is a great way of doing a nice little travel now across here without having to walk. So we're heading towards that spot there. Looks like there's a tower there as well. So it kind of points you in this direction to do these quests, because really, I mean, some people have attempted to go to the castle right from the very start of the game, and apparently it is kind of possible, but it's very, very difficult, and you really got to know what you're doing. Hello, what is he looking at? Maybe by somewhat, I may be somewhat used to seeing bad omens by now, but that, well, let's just say it's better than most.
Oh?
We're doomed. I mean, don't panic. Sorry, who are you? Have we met? Well, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you come at a good time. By the way, those strange things that popped out of the ground, did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here, I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. And that's not the only strange thing that's happened. These long deserted shrines suddenly started glowing.
Oh.
You know what this means, don't you? The end is here. With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Just to see if something starts moving. I think he means that. You know? What thing? I'm talking about that Guardian, of course. Haven't you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there, the one shaped like an overturned urn? That is what I'm talking about. Did you know some of them can move? One of them chased me down and tried to kill me. What, this one here? No, it was a different one. The one that was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Man, I was so sure that was the end for me, I was prepared for the worst. But I somehow managed to escape into the nearby woods. You think it was my lightning-fast reflexes that saved me? Ha! I wish. Truth is, I just got lucky. Anyway, I hear guardians like this still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. So he's kind of giving you a bit of info, but he's also giving you like a little hint. There are walking ones of these. And obviously they can catch up and they can shoot from long range. So yeah, they're going to be a lot tougher. There's a little fire here where we can sort of skip time. And there's some... Well, I'm feeling more confident now to take on these things, so I'm going to have a go. I've got bigger weapons now. I could hit this bloke in the head, of course. And I get an instant kill. Now, I don't think I'll get an instant kill on this guy. Oh, I did get an instant kill. I'll tell a lie, because I didn't hit him properly. But yeah, try this. I said try this guy. He's kind of struggling to get that steep hill. This will be doing a lot. Oi! We got a shot off, but he dropped his weapon. Idiot. Yeah, he's struggling to get there. A bit steep in it, mate. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Link the Club. Yeah, if they start their swing, they may complete that swing, so be careful. And now it broke. Although he dropped his, I could grab his own weapon, which means now he can't do as much damage. And I can also, I do believe, kill him quicker. Because he's defenseless. Alright, I can't carry that. Fair enough. And Again, we're gonna. Oh, there's a fish there. Now, obviously I'll try and grab, run after that stupid fish. But let's shoot a fish. Where'd the fish go? He said using his motion controls. Well, he's kind of fished off now. Part of the expression, yeah. Sometimes I'll come out of stupid stuff, but we could go to that fire that's over there, light that one, and cook a meal. I think that's a good idea. Let's do an elixir. I word out quick. Another opal. Yeah, I'm going to sell all these. Right, I got to run all. I'm going to make some elixirs. We haven't made one yet, and it may come in handy. It could be handy, see, because I think elixirs refill instantly, whereas if you eat the food, I can't remember if it does or not. So if I ain't got a torch, have I? Did I? I threw the torch away, but not to worry. I can set this guy alight by just swiping. We can run over there, although don't run, because if you run, if you run or fall, it will go out. So don't fall or run. This won't last too long, the flames, so it's not as good as a torch, obviously. And if we give it a swipe, put it away. Now we can do some cooking. Right, let's try monster parts. So let's try, say, one of these. One of those. So we make sure it's only monster parts, nothing else. And it's a good idea to do more than one monster part. Okay. Let's try that one. And then maybe let's see, what was giving us special. Let's try the stamina one. All right. And then we can add as many of these. So as long as there's only one effect, then we should be okay. Otherwise, it's the last effect you put in. Just going to start to... Oh, right, that was a bad combination. Oh, it's because I put normal food in there. So we have gross food, or dubious food, which doesn't give us a lot. It's a bit gross, and eating it won't hurt you though, but it does give me 1 heart. So I kind of messed it. I think I messed it up. Yeah, you can only do critters. Sorry, I did that wrong. You can only do a critter, which is one of these, and a monster part. So I got that wrong there. Sorry about that. If there's anything else that does attack or whatever it was, that doesn't seem to have a use unless you find it. And that we don't know. So, and that does that. So I think we'll stick with that. Now it should work. Alright, so that grants us low-level might effect, which strengthens your body and mind to boost your attack power with all weapons. So, and a nice elixir there. Now, I don't think, have I got a stamina one left? I have got a stamina one. So if I did say, let's have, say, 4 of these, plus, let's try some cooked meat. All right, because cooked meat is obviously better than normal meat because it's a full heart. All right, so I won't do this for too long, but it does kind of start to cook it, get a bit sort of oily and whatever. And energizing meat, so that gives us a full fill plus 6 hearts. So that's probably overdone it. Yeah, the actual big slices of meat, they do more hearts. At the moment, we don't need anything that's more than 3 really. So we could have just done, say 2 of those things and 1 of those slices of meat. Right, I think that will do. It's always worth, as I say, going up to these things and searching. There's usually something in it, most of the time. See that there? Can you see that there? Can you see that little thing sticking out of the wall? Watch it. It kind of shoots at you. Now, you can, I do believe, knock them back. Like that. But it's not hitting them. So yeah, we've got to watch these. Yeah, these are all over the place. So go for the thing on the top or straight at them like that. Now if you hit the thing on the top there, that little piece of grass or whatever, or it. Right, now these are very interesting things. Oh, by the way, there is a tide in the water, so it will carry you downstream. And there's also a chest there. So let me get these. These are new parts with different abilities. This can, an Octorok tentacle. This can only be obtained from an Octorok type enemy. It's too acidic for cooking, but it's highly valued as an elixir. Alright, and then there's a fish, because I think when we hit the thing back, it must have hit a fish. And a Octorok balloon. This inflatable Octorok balloon has a lot of lift, so attach it to items you want to see float. Hold it in your hands and then place it on an object to attach it. And let's get this. I don't know if I can get to the other side because the stamina is running out here. I can't do it, so I may have to dash in. We might be able to do a dash, but so this is where the blocks of ice come in. Okay, so we can, well, we can better start here. Like that. And then we can gradually work our way over. Like this. Preferably on the top. And then we can put it underneath it and raise it up. And then jump over there. And we knock it off. Which was kind of stupid, but you know, it's slippery, isn't it? And this is not freezing cold water, so we fall in it, we'll have a little bit of time. So we're always going to find stuff like that. And then you can obviously glide down here and get these, that'll save us a bit of stamina. Right, and we can probably dash now. Bird there. I don't think I got him, did I? Because although we do the shot, so you know it does do the shot before it breaks. So yeah, we got two little thingies there. Right now, stones. I'm not saying stones are always going to have a Korok seed, but it might. So you know, always worth doing it. One of them might be. But I say there's 900. So it looks like we're going to head towards these dueling peaks, which I presume is that. Okay, no Korok seeds. Uh-oh. Ow. Oi, Ramalam. Have a little wander over here a second. What's that up there? There's a little... something shining up there. What is that? That's what I mean, something unusual. This is called the Proxim Bridge. Didn't notice it the first time. That's something there. Could be just a flame, of course. Oh, it is, and we're getting hot. But yeah, once you get this thing, I mean, you can go for lovely long glides. And once you get very high stamina, man, you can glide for ages. So cool. I'm looking for unusual things. Because these Korok seeds will be very helpful. And we're not too far away from... well, we're still... we probably won't do it this episode. I'll probably do a couple of hours on this. But yeah, if we can get as many of these Korok seeds as you can before we get a chance to use them, then the better. Okay, right, here's another Korok seed. Right, you see this little flower, and I say there are tons of different kinds. See this little flower here? Plop, and then it comes up over there. Keep following the trail of them. Alright. And it's going to do stuff like that. And there's another one up there. Blue nightshade. A plant that grows in quiet waters of Hyrule. At night it gives off a soft glow. Cook with it to increase your stealth. So all we gotta do is just follow this flower. And then we gotta find the next one. There it is. Yeah, as soon as we get to anything that's like that, it will start to climb. And then the last one is white, which means that's the end of the trail. Okay, and then we get a Korok seed. See, fun. Wow, you found me! So yeah, same as usual. But hi! So yeah, that's something unusual, you see? See? Anything like that sort of pops up out of the ordinary. There are 900 of them, and they are all different shapes and sizes. So anything that looks odd. Yeah, it looks like we got to kind of go this way. So yeah. So don't, if you go swimming across the stream, you know, and it has a bit of a tidal effect because obviously it's flowing that way. Obviously, and it has that in Skyrim as well. Probably why they got it in this. What's that say? Proxim Bridge and the Tulin Peak Stable are stable. Aha, interesting. Okay, right. Now, on every area of this map, and we can't see on that one, but in this alone, we could have about 8 or 10 Korok seeds. So in every area, right, again, something unusual, right? Hole and a stone. So I'm thinking stone in hole. I mean, we got to use. Let's see. We have to use this one, isn't it? Is it metal or stone? Looks like stone. So we do this and do that, and we just say hit it with a weapon. So I don't want it to go very far. So let's do that one and go. Try that. One hit. It's a big weapon, so it might go a bit far. Waha! You found me! Yeah. And yeah, no. So yeah, that's. Baha? Bye-bye? That's a bit hard to say. So yeah, as I say, they're all over the place. And we will. Well, but probably episode 3 we'll be able to use them for something. I'm kind of thinking that might be useful, so let's drop that. Oh, there's a torch there too. Right, and this kind of be right here now. This is where, as I say, there are lots of traps here. So if I go anywhere near them barrels and they hit it or anything, or it's, you know, something on fire or whatever, obviously we're going to blow up. But you can use this to our advantage because we can do this. Pick a flaming arrow, and we can hit these things. And bam, the whole lot go off, and that pretty well eliminates everybody there, bar the guy that's the higher level. He's lost his weapon, which makes him pretty defenseless. So yeah, traps are a bit like Skyrim. They're set up so that they could hurt you, or you can use them against your enemy. So yeah, it might seem like a slow kind of build up this game. It is, because you kind of got to learn as you go along. And again, I didn't use the bombs. I must admit, I hardly ever use the bomb. I just do not think about it. I'm always thinking weapons. Oh, that is a great shield. I want that shield. So you just got to get rid of that arrow before you can go into this menu. So. Well, the pot lid we can probably get rid of now. We've only got 4 slots. That's pretty shoddy, really. But this is a jolly good shield here. Why climb when you can flutter down like that? Aha! Sorry. We didn't mark this, but yeah, we could have marked that. But it's right there, baby. We just got to get across. And now every map that we reveal now are going to be way bigger than the one that we have here. So the starter area is the smallest area on the map. This looks like the easiest way to get across because you don't have to swim all the way and run out of stamina. Oh, of course, unless you fall in the water. So I could. Now, sometimes on a very high jump, if you're on a cliff, it might try to do a dive, but very quickly, and obviously on a very low one, it won't do your paraglider. But yeah, we could go and try and I mean, you could blow it up. You could go in and stab it. You know, you could fire an arrow out. I mean, you could do all sorts. Or you could just pluck them out of the water. Uh-oh. I think, oh, that guy there is on lookout. I don't really want to use that. But yeah, these are very good because they're very, very fast at obviously jabbing. So they're very good at quick weapon against their slow weapons. Watch it. Ow! But yeah, we took a tumble there. Yeah, this is why I like to pick up apples. Really good for a quick munch. Nah, so I could do the meal, but the thing is, that's probably going to give us too much. Oh no, that'd be alright. Take some of these baked apples. That'll do for a minute. Sup? And we can block the arrow, of course. Of course! Bow. Arrow. Shield. And again, lots of these. Or if we'd have snuck up on them, we could have done the old. Yeah, I think if you like, because as far as I know, if you hit that with just an ordinary arrow, it should just drop and explode. Depends on. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that didn't work the other day when I saw that big camp and I thought, oh yeah, that's a bit too many. But yeah, normally they do explode, but it may be that as they were walking about, they just moved the barrel away a little bit. Highly possible. Trouble is it blew everything up in there as well, so if there's anything there, it all disappeared. So yeah, if you're standing by it, obviously it will blow you up. Oh, looks like a little arm. Now, see that tower there? I suppose you could approach it from those rocks, couldn't you? But you could have also approached it from a high spot. And of course, once they blow their horn, a bit like in Ghost of Tsushima, then that's it. They call the enemy to us, and that's it. Right, we have the night is closing in. That might make it harder for them to see. Pretty sure it does. It's a guy who's kind of semi-aware there. Yeah, once it goes red, he's aware. When he's a question mark, he's kind of investigating. Usual thing. See if we can get this guy now. This is a long way off, so I'll try maybe here. Way short. Let's have a look. Try again. Way short. Let's try way over there. That's too far, I think. That's too short. Okay, forget it. Try getting closer, Ray. But if I could pinch all them weapons there, I'd pinch them, but I haven't got much inventory. Yeah, try doing it from a closer spot. Well, didn't get a headshot, but oh, here he goes. Now I got him. Hello, they're where now? They're going for the weapons. And we got two green guys now. Ow. Right, okay, they're getting tougher, but we're getting tougher. We've got better weapons. Oh, and that has lit the fire by accident. See that? That was an accidental firelight there. So, yeah, this is what I mean about the chemistry system. It is kind of a chemistry system as well. It kind of does both. So, you can manipulate the world how you please and use those effects in how you please. So, you can do whatever you want. And lots of people do very strange things. Oh, I'll tell you what, I will demonstrate the balloon. Okay, right, you want to see a demonstration of the balloon? Right. These are pretty fascinating little things. And people have lifted themselves off the ground. Okay, so let me put that. Look, now if I put 2 on there, it would have gone higher. But you could, yeah, you can lift objects off the ground, which could be handy for something. And of course, you can shoot it back down again. So yeah, and actually, when you do the very hard level, the sort of master level or whatever it is, there are people that are actually on platforms which are suspended from balloons. Believe it or not. So that's the added difficulty to the game. So let's do round bombs again. Let's do a couple of these. I won't do them all. No, wrong one, Ray. Wrong one. Oh yeah, wait for it to recharge. But yeah, you're always going to get food, so it's always a good idea to do it just for the food. No, I don't want to do that. So you got to get the ingredients first. So let me see, what were the other ones? See, this is a seasoning object, so it adds an extra little bit to each one. I'm going to try this speed one, and then something normal like, well, I won't do meat because that would probably give us too many hearts, but I'll do say that, which has no effect. Okay, and then we cook that. And you can skip it, but it don't skip a lot. Right, hasty mushroom skewer. So for 3 minutes and 50 seconds, we have a movement boost. So the simple mushroom pack skewer has as a colourful presentation thanks to thank for its appeal. God, I can't read. And that does 5 arts. So 5 arts. So this is why we're getting better weapons now, because we're getting into more and more dangerous areas. Right, see, it's a couple of ways of approaching this tower. You know, we could kind of float down from here, and this one we got to climb, or we could perhaps climb up that little edge there. So there's a few different ways of doing this, or you could go from the very bottom. And obviously we've already used a little bit of stamina already, but now the towers start to get a little bit tougher with each one. So now it's not a simple case of, oh, just climb a short tower. They get taller and taller, or they will have obstructions or whatever in your way. So we've got to find, yeah, go to each one of these little bucket things. I'll call them a bucket for now. Yeah, I've got loads of stamina actually, so we can sort of jump up a little bit, speed that up. Alright, but yeah, always let it refill, of course. But yeah, we could have come across the little water there and gone from the bottom if we want. And don't forget, we're limited by stamina. If it's a really long stretch, then don't use the jump. But it looks like, because we've got an extra little bit on our wheel now, we should be able to comfortably get up here. But some are very tall and have obstruction, so we have got to find different ways of doing it. One Link, you can jump that, and again. Right, here's another one then. And then coming shortly is going to be a new thing we can do in the game. Get the old Assassin's Creed thing. And it turns a lovely shade of blue. And becomes a travel point. So travel between each one of these towers or shrines or scanning the area. And that probably says, you know, can't remember what it was now. What tower was it? And then that whole area there, look at that. Regional map extracted, sheet of slate updated, additional functionality detected. Right, this is a new thing now introduced into the game. A Sheikah sensor used for searching shrines. The sensor reacts when you are close to shrines that you have not yet visited. If you head in the direction where the reaction is the strongest, you should be able to find the shrine. Sheikah sensor acquired. You can enable or disable it with Y on the map screen. Okay, so now we have one of these. Okay, that makes it easier to find them. So one that is out of, you can't see it. This thing will pick it up, you head towards it, you'll be able to find it. The sensor indicator has been placed near the minimap. So you see that little thing there. Moving to where the signal is strongest. So it's kind of that way. And of course, now we have a flying thing. We can fly all the way down. Is that something there? There's something here, by the way. But there's two things here. So I'm going to go to here. And he doesn't automatically attach onto the thing. So we're going to take that. And of course, we could jump again. We have got the thing if we run out of stamina. I could jump off and do that. Right, there's a thing up there. Can I hit that with our gigantic hammer? Because this is what this thing is. It's a kind of mining hammer. All right. Oh, lovely. A ruby, which is one of the best. I mean, I think there are diamonds as well. So those are worth a nice bit of money. So it looks like we've got to go that way for a shrine. Some guy walking over there and a little camp over there. Let's jump. Yeah, if you don't press the button quick enough for this paraglider, it would just go into a dive on a high point. I think I've already said that. It's alright, I just said it again then. I'm trying to reinforce it into the brain now. But yeah, you see we're making a lot of noise now. So yeah, now there you see we have a torch. Okay, we got a wooden thing. We have got a wooden thing. It will gradually, slowly damage that particular weapon. So don't have it lit too long, otherwise it eventually break. And we could just go over and light this fire. And we could frighten that guy, and he gets a bit worried. Can I pick up the torch actually? No. Right, I'm going to throw a bomb. Hopefully I won't hit that bloke. Some arrows. Hello! Top quality steak! What? Don't give me that look. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of a wasteland here, but I find it peaceful, being all alone out in the wilderness. If you got time to judge, you got time to buy some meat from me. Maybe I can even cut you a deal. I carry only the finest meats. I guarantee these are top choice provisions or your rupees back. I might sell actually. What you got? Let's sell. Let's see how much these rubies are worth. Oh yeah, man, I'll sell that and then ask you how many. And I'll do one for a minute. Okay, that's fine. Right, want something else? Right, let's see. Let's say maybe sell. Yeah, I want to make some money. See why later. Those are only 30, but some. So I tend to sell those things. You can sell these, but they're not worth a lot. They're only worth 3. These are worth a bit more, but I would keep these. These are very valuable. I'll sell a couple of these as well. Well, I'll sell 3. 180, not bad. Now we're knocking it up. Obviously, some things are worth very little like this, so I wouldn't sell your food. But you could sell stuff like that. I mean, if you had a ton of these, 100 or whatever, you could sell those. These are things actually that are worth a bit. It's meals. They're worth a little bit. 20, it's not bad. Okay. I'm good, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck out there. And some of these guys will give you hints on how to play the game. Again, look for something unusual. Can I get up there? He asked. Because see, it might be worth climbing up there. Hello, what's this? A new item. The cap on this mushroom is very hard. Use it when cooking to prepare a dish that increases your defense. Nice one, Cyril. Whatever, Cyril it, Cyril. Ow! Oh yeah, they do. Well, they're called rams, so that's why they ram you. It's kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And don't forget, when it's raining, we can't climb. Or, well, we can climb, but you'll probably fall down quicker than you can go up. Although I have perfected a technique to get around that. Because, you know, I'm awesome. Right, more of this. This is also going to give us more valuables. Flint! Strike it with a metallic weapon to generate a spark. This portable fire starter breaks after one use, but it can create a long-lasting flame if you use it near firewood. Right, remember we could make a firewood with something? Well, we can. And now, when you're climbing, obviously, we can't hit that rock. So how are we going to kill that rock? That's going to be... We could jump. There we go. See? 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 Your Uncle Ray has got a brain. Surprisingly enough. Right, why not come up here? I don't know. Investigate that, I think. Is that a camp? Thought I saw a camp then. So there's something close. Yeah, there it is, there. So, as you see, look. If I head away, you see it doesn't do it. Head that way, it does it a bit. If I do that way, it does it a lot. Yeah. Simple, really. Probably get across there would be a good one. Hello, what's this? Is this a new creature by the look of it? It looks like a new creature here, who spits water apparently. Oh, and he's sharp as nails. He is fast. Hang on, let's get a better weapon. He is really... Ow! Ow, he nearly killed me there. Right, okay, this guy's... Let's see, I might have to take a meal here. Let's take one of those. And... maybe a couple of apples, or one apple. Yeah, these guys are a little bit tricky because they tend to like... Oh, and they use their tongue as well. So they tend to like zoom in and then zoom back. So they're a bit tricky because they sort of rush in like that and then they rush back out just as you're trying to hit them. So sometimes they can be, yeah, like that. See what I mean? And they can also swipe, you see? So you've got to get them as they come in, obviously. And now we've got a new one. A Lizalfo's talon. This talon once grew from the elbow of a Lizalfo. I don't know how to say this. A Lizalfo's. You can cook it, stew it with critters to make elixirs, and they may have some other uses as well. Did I not pick it up? No, I didn't. So these are new things, obviously. So there's a shrine there. So yeah, we got all kinds of creatures in this, and they all have their own unique kind of thing they do. We've got a little bit of a tide here, so oh, there's a fish here. Can I catch the fish? Well, if I dash, I might be able to get one. There's a frog. Oh. I could chase it upriver, but I think he's out swimming me. He is adapted to water. Oh, we're kind of getting taken by the tide here, all the way down the river. Link, don't drown. Where was it? Up there. Some more mining stuff here. It's alright, it's not always going to be, you know, battles and things, you know. What's this? Rock salt, crystallized salt from the ancient sea, commonly used to season meals. Cannot be eaten in this form. Well, that must be useful for something. And there is also something breakable there. So, get the bomb out, throw it, smash it. You notice he reacts, by the way. This little thing. A traveller's bow. Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, it's a constant hassle. This until later in the game, and in which case it will be much less hassle. Better have that one. They always glow, but apparently they've always glowed in all the games. Apparently, I think I got Twilight Princess at kind of half price, or probably less than half price, and I also got the other one where there's lots of different islands, and it's more sort of cartoony than this. Can't remember what that one's called, and I haven't played much of that one either. They're a little bit. I like open world. Ridahi Shrine. I prefer open world ones, to be honest, than some of the linear ones. Although I do like some linear ones as well. Again, the orange at the top means we've discovered it and possibly been in it, but we haven't completed it yet. So, and it will also show on the map as well, the orange bit as well. So you'll have a little orange bit where that thing is, where it says 5 shrines. It'll be sort of blue, but the top bit will be orange. Right, I won't skip it because it doesn't do that intro. Right, getting more and more complicated. To you who set foot in this shrine, I am Ra Dahi, in the name of his goddess, God Hylia. I offer this trial, so it is pretty much the same. Right, timing is crucial. As I say, these things ramp up in difficulty with all different kinds of stuff. There's a big button there. What's that do? It does that, which means that rolls down, falls into there, turns blue, and then we get a platform. Right, it gives you the satisfying little thing that says, so yeah, you just had a time when it came down, I presume. And then obviously we've got to get on here at the right time, and then we can jump off, obviously. So now it's we've got a lot of timing stuff now. I'll go up here in case there's a chest or anything like that. That's where we came in. Right, so we've got to work this out. If I stand on that, what happens? Oh, right, okay, I know this one. So you get off. See? That's why it's called timing is crucial. Yeah, obviously the first time I did this, I was useless. And again, we got a little platform. See? So, you know, you tend to, you know, make a mistake on the first one and get it right on the next one. Right. We're getting there. This is where Ray uses his brains for a change. He actually has a brain. But obviously, this is the second time I've done it, so it kind of helps me a bit, doesn't it? Right. Okay, right. Now, can you see what we've got to do? We've got to get into that thing. So, the idea is to do that. And then if you get off at the last minute, it might kind of whip it in. Alright? So, we've got to try and do that maybe a bit earlier. Ooh, almost. So, there we go. See. Timing is crucial. And we get another one. And a satisfying tiggly dink. I quite like these puzzles. You know, this challenges my brain a bit. I need the stimulation, which is why I play games and I don't look up stuff, because I want to challenge my brain. I want my brain to work things out. Otherwise, if I look everything up on the internet and say, oh, you know, this is how you do that, you know, there's no thinking involved. Now you're saying, how do I get up there? And that is a very, very good question. How could I possibly get up there? Because you can't climb these. And if I try to jump up there, I'll probably fall in down there. So how do you think we're going to solve that? Now, I am a genius, so... And there's something down there. But again, if we go down there, we can't get back up. But this is where the magnetism comes in, because I do believe that is magnetic. Okay, we can bring this over and we can pull this towards us like that. Drop it down here. Alright. There's another one. And you're thinking, why am I doing this, Ray? Well, now you may not be thinking that, and if so, well, because I could use that to go. See, this is where my brains are starting to think. This is why I like this game. It makes you think. I might be a little bit closer. Might do it a little bit closer. dangerous. Then I can get this one. Now, if I can sort of leave a little sort of platform bit, like so it kind of stays on there. Now, it might be tricky because you've got to try and angle it so I can face the right way. Can I put one on top of the other? Difficult. But I do believe there's an alternate way of doing this, and that is, yeah, this is another way. See, I did try doing this with the barrel, and I think I wasn't able to do it, but there is an alternative way of doing it, and that is, if you do that, so are you all thinking now? I hope you are. Right, so if we go over here, right, and put that over there, and you notice there's a little marker there that says, alright, if I put that on there, right, now I'm going to get on this, right, and I'm going to pull this onto there, and I'm going to drop it, right, you notice that goes up, okay, so we can get the chest. See, I am a genius, and then I can jump off of there, climb up the angle, see, but yeah, this was tricky to work out when I first did it. I was trying to climb on barrels, I was trying to climb. A climber's bandana. It gives you climb speed going up things when you're climbing. It makes you climb faster. It may look like a regular bandana, but it's actually infused with ancient technology that enhances core strength to improve your climbing ability. Man, that sounds very useful. So there you are, see? This is where the old brains come in. And then, of course, to get back, we do the same thing. If we've got the range, that is. Right, we haven't got the range. So this is where it gets a bit tricky. Because we've got to get back on that thing there. Now, I don't know, I might be able to... No, I can't fly that far. So we've got to kind of... Ooh, this might be a bit tricky here. Oh, I did one of those by mistake. I accidentally hit the wrong button, hit attack. Can you land on anything, Link? But I... Slightly made that wrong there. In fact, there is an easier way. I do believe, and that's if I jump from here. Oh, Ray, you are such a genius at times. Yeah, it's scary sometimes. See, but there, yeah. But you may have been able to do it if you'd have positioned those barrels correctly. You may have been able to get on one with a slight little gap so that you can get on the second one. See, cool, eh? It's cool stuff. Well, I'm going to have a look around and see if there's another one. Well, that's the barrel. So. Alright, so next one done. They're getting more, some of them are fiendishly difficult, I tell you. They really are. Make your brain work. Right, we got the usual thing. Promise of a hero, blah de blah blah, skip it. And we now got 2. So remember, every 4. But if you can't solve it, you can just come back in another time when you know, your brain's had a chance to reset. So now 2 of those things, 2 spirit orbs, 6 shrines, 5 Koroxes, and 480. Can't remember what they're called. What's the monetary things? Can't remember, but they have got a name. Pardon me. Anything else up here while I'm at it? Might be something along here. There's another one of those. Yeah, always valuable. So, you know, if you do need resources or whatever, you know, you can buy them. So, well, we're clunking these. And so, as I say, the tool, there's certain tools, certain things. Obviously, so it's best to use them for their particular thing. So I'll switch back to another weapon, maybe the rusty claymore. Go with my rusty shield. But obviously the claymore is a 2-handed weapon, so if I do that, I can't do my shield. Obviously, it's all worked out by science. Right, yeah, we know it's the Starry Shrine. We've just been there. But it's just rewinding you and saying, what's that there? I think that was the same guy we saw earlier. Because he does go off on his adventures. There's another shrine nearby. There are a lot of them. There are over 100 of these shrines in this game. What's that, metal or? Oh, that is metal. Oh yeah, see now for the first time I'm going to use, and I must admit I didn't. See that? See those idiots there? Oh, by the way, you can't sneak when you're doing that, so kind of mess it up. Yeah, you got to be within a certain range, obviously. But yeah, I could get this and like, oh, all right, forget it. Man, it might be a good idea to get away. He's catching up. Oh. I'm trying to get a bomb ready, but I'll tell you what, I'll climb up. That'll fool them. I don't think they can climb. Or can they? Can they climb up here? Because what I could do is get a bomb out. Oi! Chicken! Come back. Yeah, they will rub back. Because it's their base, you know. Even to them, the outside world is dangerous, and I'm dangerous. And watch this. This is the AI. Look at the fantastic AI in this game. What? Oh, it didn't do it. Whoops, no weapon. So when he does that, that means I got no weapon. I'll go for that one. Ow. Lost your weapon, did you? Tough. And also I could hit the explosive. In fact, there is some explosive barrels. Yeah, I could have hit the explosive barrels as well. So let's do the explosive barrel. Or I could use the bomb arrow, in fact. I missed the said thing. That kind of got rid of most of them, didn't it? So yeah, the tools are there to be used. Ow! Ow! Oh. Hang on. Almost got me there. You blessed lamb, you. Let's have that. And maybe another one. Almost got fried there. How long have I been going? Nearly 2 hours. So I think I'll end when I get to wherever I'm going. Which could be anywhere. But yeah, lots of interesting places to go, to see, to do. You know, anything that looks unusual or anything you spot in the distance and you think, I know there's a shrine over there, there's a tower, or you know, there's stuff all over the world here. What was that? Why is it when I do it the first time I can't? A boomerang. Oh man, I am having a boomerang. Because this is a very interesting weapon. Indeedy. Because what do you think it does? This throwing weapon was originally used by the Koroks. The forest-dwelling Koroks, I can't read. Its unique shape allows it to return after being thrown. See, lots of cool stuff in this game, which is why there's durability on weapons. They want you to try all these amazing, fantastic weapons, because they all have unique properties. Apparently there's a shrine here somewhere. And there's a chest on top of that. So as I say, there's always worth exploring this area. There it is. Right there. Aha! Now see, some of these, this is where they get devious. Some of these are not easy to get to, because that is surrounded by these things. And what do you think will happen if I go into it? Ow! Takes away a quarter of a heart. The Damar Shrine. Oh, this is the life. Good evening. Don't see a whole lot of travellers passing through here. So I guess so. You know, with how peaceful it is around here, it's sometimes easy to forget that the world almost ended years ago. But there are still monsters wandering around, and the area near Hyrule Castle is especially dangerous. If you're going to be travelling, you should know a thing or two about elixirs. Elixirs? Right, so this is where, you know, we're getting a little tutorial here. Or you could do on all of them, so we'll just ask her anyway. You can make elixirs by mixing bugs and other small creatures with monster parts. Most of them are no good for refilling your health, but they can have a lot of unique effects. Some elixirs can increase your speed, others raise your temperature to extreme temperatures. I'm actually impressed that you've made it this far without any knowledge of elixirs. I can't have it on my conscience if something happens to you from here, so I'll give you one of mine. Look at that. So it's a low-level haste effect which boosts your movement speed while running, swimming or climbing. And that's just an elixir, so it doesn't do any hearts, but it does give you a boost on that. Using a hasty elixir increases your run speed, so use it to escape from enemies or at any time I need to hurry. Recipe is just hightail lizard and monster parts, so I usually have a stock of them, a stock of 10 or so on hand. So she gives you the recipe as well. So we could now. That shrine only recently started glowing. But it's been there for something like 10,000 years. Sometimes feel like there's a shrine sleeping behind every hill. There's so many of them. Archaeologists got pretty fed up hunting down one of these, but I haven't got time for mysteries. Still, looking at that glowing light, you do start to see something romantic about the whole adventure. Yeah, I hope I ain't got to do this for too long. Yeah, I won't do it all the time, but... So, how do we get there? Well, there are a few different ways. You could climb up there a bit and glide down. Right? You could, I don't know, find a barrel somewhere and maybe bring it over and climb on it. You could possibly get an object, put some balloons on it and maybe float your way over. Because I think if you lean forward on the object, you go forward. But probably a simpler way is, yeah, you worked it out already, haven't you, Ghost? Is use ice blocks. So, we can put it, say, right up to there, like that. Like that. And then we climb up there like that. And then we can jump over there. Although I missed. But it was enough to get me over. So, there you go. So, multiple ways of doing things. Another shrine. Alright, shrine day. And... and then I think I will end after this one. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I mean, I played this obviously 3 years ago when it came out, but I haven't played it for a long time. So things are getting a bit rusty in my head. But some I can remember, some I can't. But yeah, I mean, it's enjoyable. It just keeps... Well, just when you think you've seen it all, it comes up and says, hello, here's another thing you can do, or another thing, you know, this comes new kind of thing, or skill, or whatever. I miss that. The water guides. So we had the wind guide, wasn't it the wind one? Now we've got a water one. It's all to do with water, so I presume we're using ice blocks. So we've got to go all the way up there, apparently. And there's water, so obviously ice blocks. So, and obviously it doesn't do it there, but so we've got to be on water, obviously. Oh yeah, it's probably because it's too near that. So it's got to be doing the climb up like that. So oh, I forgot to press. Dummy. Climb up and jump across. Easy, right. I bet you're thinking, hello, can we do it on a waterfall? Yes, we can do it on a waterfall, but I could put, I think you can put up to 3 of these. So we could do that lot. Now obviously if we hit it again it'll destroy it, but we could put another one here. You see? Make a little step. See? Thinking now, aren't we, eh? Uncle Ray Ray has got brains. Alright, so you're thinking, oh well, I just got to go there, done it. Simple enough, isn't it? Where is the thingy you're saying? Whoa! Okay, so now I say, as I said, they're more complicated. We got to get that ball into there. So this is where we got to use the brain. So, right, and we can use a block this far away. So what I'm thinking is, you see, if we put a block there, alright, I should roll down, or maybe go down there. No, it doesn't. But if we get, if I get rid of it, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so let me do it a little bit further away. Right, okay, so it goes down, but that you know, obviously does that. So if we put some under there, although it broke it because I didn't do it in time, and I forgot again. Right, let's do it again. Right, it goes down there. That holds it, does it there, and but it doesn't quite reach. So now we need a third one just to help it on its way to the last bit. I didn't put it up in time, but the next one should do it. See. So I can remember some of these. So we've just got to roll over that last little bit. Ooh, and we've just done it. So I might probably being a bit lower might have helped. There you go. You get a satisfying little one of those. See, but yeah, obviously when I first did this, it took me a lot longer. So yeah, I mean, if anybody hasn't played this game and you're playing it right now and you're thinking, oh, I didn't know that. Well, I hope this will help because it's kind of like a tutorial as well. Now wait a minute there. Is there any chests? No, I can't believe there's not a chest in here. There's got to be a chest. There it is. Up there, there's a chest. See? There's always a chest. So, looks like we've got to do multiple ones here. So, it's probably best to do it from the top down, isn't it? To do that one, yeah, use your brains a bit here. Got to just have a little gap so that you can place it, and then obviously maybe one here as well, just so that we can climb that bit. Like so. So yeah, always look around for the chests, because yeah, sometimes equipment, sometimes it's weapons, sometimes it's valuable stuff. So, by the way, it does tell you. Oh, a rupee, that's it. We get 50 rupees. That's not a bad little haul. So yeah, don't ignore these chests. I mean, then we could just fly down, of course. I mean, it could be another one. Doesn't look like it though. It's only this area, wasn't it? I mean, there's sometimes things on lower ledges and things, but it doesn't look like it. Right, let's go down. And so as I say, they're getting more and more complicated. As soon as you leave that starter area, everything gets a bit more complicated. Should have skipped that. And now we have 3, so one more and we can get another one of those things. Well, may the goddess smile upon you. If you hit an electric lysal flows ore with an arrow, it will discharge a massive electric shock. So that lysal flow, if you, I'll put the mic a little bit closer, I think. Yeah, in fact, I'll move it away. Some of them are electrifying ones, so they can throw stuff at you that electrifies you. And you notice all the little things that were stopping you getting in have gone. No, I didn't know that was going to happen. I just realised it. This is the life. Is it? Oh look, the Julian Peak Stable. Oh look, we've got 3 bits of wood, a free torch, a cooking pot. So they're in the game there. Oh yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they mind if I throw a bomb. That's not a bomb, right? Because I need a constant supply of apples. And arrows. I sneak under there and get it? I can. Oh, I can. Marvellous. Right, Mud? That's the guy we had before, wasn't it? Merton do a lot of business at the Julian Peak stable. Me and my buddy came all the way from Hitano Village. What do you mean? What, buddy? You got donkey blinders or something? He's right there. I'd love it if you bought something, but I mean, I'm happy to show you what I've got for sale. The rest is up to you. What have you got? Take your time looking around. Being in a hurry never did any good for anyone. Goat butter. Is in addition to being used in dishes, oh, you can use it for make dishes. So you can make, often used for making cakes or other sweets. I think I'll buy one of them. Right, then we'll buy something else. I'll have some milk as well. Or you can do, you know. I won't buy a bird egg. I might find one. Are you ready? Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someday, or maybe not. Can't waste your time stressing about unknowns. Nice donkey. Well, look, there's some more apples, and there's some apples up here as well. So yeah, leave you little resources. Oh, look at the little doggy. Yeah, this is the cuteness side of the game. But now, what do you think a dog would like? He'd probably like one of these, wouldn't he? So I could hold that in my hand, come out, right? Oh look, he kind of likes me. See the little hearts? So if I drop that down there. There you go. My little buddy now. Oh, look, see? He's a little buddy now. He's going to follow me around. Now, I don't know if they followed the whole time. So I just hear a chicken. Now, of course, if I throw a bomb, I might frighten the life out of the dog. So I don't think they, you can get them following perfectly. Now, what I will do is, next time, at the very start, although I don't think I can put a camera on, but... Oh, there's a little woodcutter's axe there. Oh, I'm fully loaded. But I'll tell you what, to finish off, although I will just go to this guy first. There's some horses here, so I presume we might be able to buy some horses. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Julian Peak Stable. What do you think of the place? Pretty nice, eh? It might be hard to imagine now, but this place was nearly destroyed 100 years ago, about 100 years ago. However, thanks to the blessings of the Julian Peaks, everything is full of life again. Even the wild horses about. There's a lot of energy in this place. So where are you heading? Both Kakariko Village and Hitano Village are nearby. What, Kakariko Village? Kakariko Village is... Oh, I should do it in this voice. Kakariko Village is the village where the Chica clan lives. It's said that some time ago they had advanced techniques that were more powerful than anything anyone's ever seen. But that power put them at odds with the king at the time, and they were scattered across the lands. Anyway, if you leave here and follow the road straight to the north, you'll find a big bridge. Cross that and keep following the path and you'll come to Kakariko Village Gate. Leave it to Renzo to tell you about the roads around this area. What about Tano Village? Tano Village is a village on the edge of Hyrule. It was largely unaffected by the events of the Great Calamity, so the people there are pretty easygoing. I hear you can even have research. They even have a research centre, but folks tend to avoid the weird scientist who lives there. Anyway, head north from here until you reach a fork in the road, then go east and follow the road. It's a little far if you walk it, but with a horse you should get there in under a day. Leave it to Renzo to tell you about the roads around this area. What about wild horses? Did you see any wild horses on your way here? Certainly not as many as in years past, but there are still quite a few around. Horses in the wild are, well, wild. No one has trained or cared for them. If you manage to catch one, let my brother Tesserin know. He'll register your horse for you. My boys My boys are well springs of information about horses, so feel free to pick their brains. Leave Lorenzo to tell you about the roads around the town. Yeah, all right, I'll get the island. Okay, and there are lots of monsters. Yeah, so yeah, this guy here. Welcome to my stable. We deal in all horse things horse related. We also double as an inn. I haven't seen your face before. Do you know about the stable system? I don't. Yeah, allow me to explain. You can board your horse companions with us and then summon them as you please from our network of stables. You may have come across wild horses during your travels. If you catch one and ride it here to register it, become your horse companion. One person can board up to 5 horses and you'll be able to swap horses in and out as you please. Do you know how to catch a wild horse? Okay, go on then. Okay, to catch a horse, all you have to do is approach it from behind, slowly, so that it doesn't notice you, and then hop on. But these are wild animals we're talking about, so if the horse you're riding starts to act up, try soothing it. It will eventually settle down, and when that happens, bring it to me. It may take a while for wild horses to get used to being ridden. They may change direction or slow down on their own until you're in their trust and respect. If your horse disobeys your direction, you just want to gently direct it and then calm it. If you continue interacting that way, your horse will naturally begin to trust you and become more obedient. That's all I can tell you about the subject, stranger.
Hi.
Welcome to our stable. If you have a wild horse, you can register it with us here. Right, okay, thank you. So, hello? Oh, sorry. I didn't notice you. I was a bit lost in thought there. I've been doing rigorous research day and night to figure out the mystery of that blood moon. Blood moon? You don't know it? That's inexcusable. Listen up and I'll tell you about it. For 100 years now, ever so often, when the clock strikes midnight, the sky turns red and a full moon rises. At that moment, monsters that have been previously defeated will come back to life. And that's what is known as the blood moon. Why do the monsters return to life? Why does it only happen when the sky turns red? No one really has the answers to those questions. It's a mysterious phenomenon. If you learn anything about the blood moon as you travel, be sure to come back and tell me. Right, so yeah, more hints. Let's try and catch a horse to finish off. Oh, I take it there might be wild horses about. And you get that nice little tune. Do, 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 do. There's a horse. Right, we've got to creep up on it slowly, he said, and soothe it. Now, apparently I've heard that spotted horses... I can't remember which way around it is, whether it's the plain ones or the spotted one, but apparently... Oh, come. See, they come along and they frighten them off. Idiot! Ow! Watch it, choo-choo jelly. So, of course, they frightened it off now, so now I've got to do that again. Which is really upsetting. Right, let's creep up nice and slow. Just to finish off, we'll get a horse. So we can talk. See, this is what I mean about this game is so special on all these little details. Is oh, we've got an ancient spring. Is they take things that are in other games, but they improve on it. And this is a classic example. And this game keeps on doing this. It keeps taking things that they've observed in other games and thought, well, let's improve on that. So you've actually got to train this horse. We mount it, right, and then what we've got to do, we've got to soothe it with the left button there. And go. See, he's kind of wildly, and I'm kind of directing it forward, look. But look, he's kind of turning off. So you've got to like gently ease it back to where you want to go. And I say, just soothe him every now and again. Wow, there's a lot of these things around here. But you know, he's not going to fully trust you. See, now we slowed down, look. So we can give him a, whoa, come on. And you know, he's not liking it, so we soothe him a little bit. And gradually, he will earn your trust. Now, the 3 spurs that you see, yeah, see, look, so calm him down. Calm him down, that's a good boy. See? Slowly you earn his trust, and he becomes more obedient, and he goes in the direction you want him to go, not in the direction he wants to go, until eventually he's fully trained. And that is what I call. See, look, he's gone completely off course there. But, you know, we just keep petting him, and every time a little heart thing comes up, that means there you are. He's a good little GG. See, look, again, he's gone the wrong way. So, that's it. That's it. Come on, boy. No. Turn him the right way. That's it. Good boy. And then trot up. He's been a very good boy. Now I know what he's saying. Oh, it's a bit cute, isn't it? Yeah, see, look, he's done it again. But we'll just bring him back. Right now, when we press the left trigger and target, we can actually talk to this guy while we're on a horse. See, it actually gives you the hint now. Hey! Welcome to our stable! If you come with a wild horse, you will register it here. If you want to stay for a rest, please head to the counter inside. So what will it be? Register a horse? Gotcha! Right. His strength is 2, his speed is 2, and his stamina is 3, and he's got a gentle temperament, and he's only got a 52% bond. So, you sure it's this one? Yeah, okay then. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee to help support our conservation efforts. Yeah, you would, wouldn't he? The fee is also gets you a locally made saddle and a bridle for your horse. The fee is 20 rupees. That's pretty cheap for a saddle and a bridle. Is that okay? Yes, I'll have that, please. So it takes away the money from my kitty. Please enter a name for your horse. So it doesn't end there. We can name our horsey. So let's call. What should we call it? Any ideas, everyone? Now, how do you do capital letters? I do believe we move to the capital letter symbol. Press that. No, it's that. Let's call it. What's that horse that died in Ghost of Tsushima? Cage. And then we go to small letters. Oh, I did that wrong. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, the only trouble with this is you got to like move it across to each, you know, so if you want to go back, you got to go across to the back one. So it takes a little bit of time to do this, so hope you'll bear with me. Cage. And then when we finish, we press OK.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to name this horse Cage? Yes. But you can change your mind if you want. Your registration is complete. Would you like to take your new horse with you? Yeah, I'll take the horse.
Ah.
Alright. We'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, if you get separated from your horse, you can whistle and it will come running. Okay, so push that down with the whistle. But your horse isn't magic. It can't hear you if you're too far away. So do keep that in mind. So, yeah, if you've gone 2 miles away, obviously, this guy will not hear us. Right, I'm just going to... Whoa! We'll get off. Can I sit down? No, but I could talk to it, and I could use this targeting thing, I think. Oh, by the way, this targeting thing, it also... It can sort of... If you're facing, say... If I'm facing, say, towards myself and I do that, it kind of twists me around on that way. Oh, on this thing, you might think, what's a chicken? Well, there's it. Chicken, you can do something with a chicken. I'll show you later. Sagessa, we'll put Sagessa. Oh, I've let me... Oh, he's frightened me death and he laid an egg. Actually, let's try that again. So, yeah, this is what I mean. All these little tiny details. Magic. What's this? Twins! Hey, Shibo, you think this nosy guy right here is interested in horses? Looks like it to me, darling. Judging from his eyes, he's just itching to get into the saddle. You're right, he's got eyes that just say, like, nothing in the world matters to me except horses. That means... That means we got ourselves a customer! Howdy, Mr. Man. Welcome to Julian Peak Stables. Or, welcome to the front of Julian Peak Stables, I guess. You really can't tell just by looking into his eyes. Bro, his head is just filled with horse stuff, right? That's right. Just look at his eyes. Right now in his head. It's all horses, 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 food and horses, right? Yeah, it's the cute side of the game. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. All right, Ghost, I know. In that case, you should feel free to ask us anything about horses. Do you want to hear some tips to help keep after your horse, yay or nay? I didn't think of that joke, by the way. That's one of my dad jokes. Well, I know about that. And I know about that. What's good horses? Horses with spots of them are even-tempered and easy to train. On the other hand, horses that are all one colour, like straight black or white, are a bit more wild and harder to train. But a one-colour horse has more stamina and run faster, right? Dad did say they're hard to handle at first, but if you spend a lot of time with one colour horse, you'll be best buds. Dad also said that beginners should start with spotted horses. When I grow up, I'm going to ride a one-colour horse though. Hey mister, you get all that? Dad taught us a lot just leaving the horses around to us. I'm fine. See ya. Bye-bye. Take care now. See ya. Bye-bye. Take care now. Yeah, I don't want to do that too often. Right, I think that will do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a lively view of... Oh, by the way, it's got a horse's head on it as well. Kind of gives you a good idea it's a stable. So we'll leave you here with our Nintendo shirt on. Oh, and by the way, we've got more and more cool stuff to do. We've barely scratched the surface of this game of all the little things. So not only can you train horses now, and make them more obedient and all that, and they will, you can actually use them as weapons as well. So you can gallop at an enemy and they can knock them over. So all kinds of unique things in this game, which is fantastic. And I'll see you all next time. And I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Zelda, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And if you can get past the cuteness, which I kind of like the cuteness, I don't know, because I'm a bit of a kid, so I don't mind the cuteness, but there's cuteness mixed with, dastardly fighting as well, especially later on. We've only just scratched the surface, so very dangerous ones to come. Bye for now, I'll see you all next time, and guess what? I'll see you later. Bye everyone, bye! And we'll make our way to Kakariko Village, which apparently if we follow the road across the bridge or something. Let's have a look at the map. Oh, we have a long way to go, so this horse will come in handy. So it looks like that way, he said, I think come to junction road, go to east for the other one. And then this one, we've just got to do that and then follow it north. So we've got to seek out Impa. And that's when we get even more stuff. Exciting stuff in the game. And a bit more info about the main story. So bye for now, see you next time. Bye everybody. See you later.